we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Dogs will kick this deep to get us going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense making their way on the field to open this game. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down 5 receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every... College football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. 2 memorable collisions last season, regular season in Austin, and Georgia. He's in the clear. Here he goes. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup. This guy puts the ball right on the money to give them big yards through the air.
The Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. But let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid.
To throw, it's Manning. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Looking to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks into the clear. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? Stop right there at the line. No gain.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And they'll get him down that time.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Texas 14, Georgia 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. He stopped, but he gets out of. Now the offense is set up with a short field. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Snags a quick throw. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Longhorns offense is on the move now. 1st and goal, handoff. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominating at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hand.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead.
That makes the score. Texas 21, Georgia 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Nice grab. It's Thomas. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patient.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. Looking to throw. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an and looking to throw now on 1st down. There's a screen pass to the running back. Crosses the 45. Look out, he's in the clear. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He fires downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And the big play to start the drive, but now 2 incompletions. They face a 3rd and 10. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. Boy, So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's White. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Young. Breaks loose at the 40. And a timeout is called. The Longhorns will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a... Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Longhorns. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
13.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. 3rd down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
This is a big conversion by this offense.
On the set. 42 Spider. 42 Spider.
An inside give now from the shotgun. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
On the ready.
Yep. It's clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The Longhorns will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. That takes a big bounce and rolls all. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Manning. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. They finally stop him all the way down at the 6-yard line. Longhorns line it up with first and goal. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8.
And it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Going to throw for it on third and goal. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Here comes the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Texas 38, Georgia 20.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
One away.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Get set, get set. Go.
Play action here on first down. He'll throw it now. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Dogs looking to run some tempo here.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbound.
And the pass is intercepted. And a takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Leaning on the run game here late. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme. Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Design quarterback run. But a quick stop by the defense. Ain't just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back to Stockton. The receiver grabs it. He's in the clear. The offense will now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It tests the middle, but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere. Important second down play coming up. The shotgun running play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Breaks free. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So just one play, they're just shy of midfield now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called. And just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous, it's a seam wide open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Manning. He put some heat on that one down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Kramer. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A really nice run from deep. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do...
Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Moss. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31. Back to pass, it's Manning. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. There's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backward. 'Cause 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 ' drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it down the seam. He's got it along the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up.
Converts on 4th down, still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's broken up and almost intercepted in. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't let him get loose on the... The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make...
Oh, a lot of They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another day.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Fires toward the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Manning. The screen, he can go! And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. With the catch, it's Moore. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've... Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. looking to throw. It's Manning. Right down the middle. He's got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play.
Ready?
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Got him downfield. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
4-2 Spider.
Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. Not a whole lot of... There, 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Clear. Clear.
Off the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got an open man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Craven. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got the back in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.